decided to get into this field after working at a developmental disabilities summer camp, and after that it really changed the way that I looked at life, and it changed what I wanted to do with life. Developmental disabilities are a range of disabilities that an individual would have that can be either mental and or physical. Those may include different diagnoses such as Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, intellectual disabilities, autism. Woodlane assists individuals from birth to adulthood in different program areas. You start out with early intervention, and then we have school age services, and then we have transition services for youth that are preparing to make that transition into adulthood, and then we work with adults also. And what I do for this agency is I work with the individuals that are in the community employment program, and we assist them in working out in the community. When I go out on different job sites, I may be there just to see how things are going. I could communicate with the supervisors of that site. I could also communicate with the individuals that we serve, communicate with the job coach, see if there's any areas that are becoming difficulties, and help them problem solve those areas to come up with different solutions that may work better for what's going on.
Hey Anna, I'm working on next week's schedule, and I was wondering if you could help me go through and figure out which sites are working and which.
Some of my key responsibilities as a community training supervisor would be that I supervise the job coaches who work with individuals at the different job sites. I manage and arrange their schedules. We do a lot of checking and answering emails, fielding phone calls, providing support to the job coaches in whatever they may need. My educational background is I have a bachelor's degree, and it's a bachelor's of science in psychology. My degree helped simply because I was able to understand the developmental part of what individuals go throughout their life process. You can start out with a high school diploma, but if you were to want to go into supervisory roles, there are definitely different supervisor roles that at least require a bachelor's, if not a master's degree.
How are you?
Good, how are you guys?
Good.
Was wondering if you were still gonna come over about 10:30, that's about an hour or so from now, to check out Joe and his food prep skills.
Yeah, that's right. I have that on my calendar today.
Different classes that would be helpful in either middle school or high school to take would be any classes that would relate to different computer software like Microsoft Office. Another one would be tech ed, to be able to help design different things to assist individuals in the field. Creative writing or business writing, because communication is going to be very important, whether or not that is verbal communication or written communication. So English would be very good in there. And then I would say any type of class that's going to help develop your creativity would be really good. Everybody we work with has different needs. What works for one person isn't going to necessarily work for others. So we need to be very creative in how we're going to work with each individual. It's going to be really important in this field not to completely rely on technical devices, because you're going to be interacting with individuals with disabilities, and you're going to be part of a large team. It's going to be essential that you're able to communicate well with the individuals' families, different team members, and the employers. What attracted me to this field is I knew it wasn't always going to be easy, but I really enjoyed being able to make a difference in somebody else's life.